Hello everyone. S-Frame 2025 allows you to code check, analyze, and design your steel structure with the Spanish National Annex for the Error Code 3. So what we have here, it's a truss bridge that we designed in S-Frame, and I just want to highlight that we have here our material properties. It's all steel, and we have two different sections for the truss and the steel members itself. We have IPI 140 and 80 by 80 EA angles right here. So I've gone ahead and run structural analysis on this structure. So we have 4 different loads: our self weight, our live load, our dead load, and our wind load. We also have a load combination with all of the above. So after getting some results like some shears, some moments, and some stress on the members, we can see that the bottom members are very stressed. So we now want to code check and validate the sections that we have with the latest national annex. So first thing is for us to take a look at settings, preferences, and under design codes, we can see that our steel database is the European, and we have selected the Spanish annex. We could also specify partial resistance factors if we wanted to, or use a different method for the C's coefficients. So after running the analysis, we can go to the S-Steel interface that we have right here, and the first thing that we should do is to run code check. So we select all of our members, then we click here and run, and we click on code check. Then I have the option to select all of my load cases and my 2 load combinations, so I click on OK. And now I have these code utilizations. We can see as per the stress analysis that the bottom chords are very stressed, as well as our columns that are not passing the code check by a very long time. So if we want to take a deeper look at this particular member, we just need to right click on it and take a look at the code details. So once that I open my code details, I get this report that has all of the details about it. So we can see that the slenderness ratio is okay for both load cases, but when we go to the load case number 4, our wind load, we are generating a lot of compression here. So we have 1.68 in there, and then it has also a lot of flexural buckling, right? So here we are in the 6.68. So this is related to clause 6.3.1 of the Spanish National Annex. We can confirm here that the design code that we are comparing against is the Error Code 3. So if we wished to do this upon all of the different load cases, here we have load combination number 1, load combination number 2. We could do that for each one of the different members that we have here. Additionally, if we right click here and we take a look at the force diagrams, we can see how differently this member is taking each one of the load combinations and the load cases, right? So this gives us a very good idea of how this is working. So what we want to do now is to redesign this structure to have it all passing the code check. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go to my design input. I am going to deselect all of my members, and now I'm just going to select the members that are not passing the code check, these 2 columns and these over here. I'm going to deselect these ones because these ones are passing the code check, and just take also on these 2, right? So this is what are not passing the code check. And now I am going to define some subsets of sections to study. So I'm going to right click here. I'm going to tell it yes because I have different sections. So here I can choose which types of section shapes I want to consider for my study: I sections, channels, double T's, etc. So I'm going to go with I sections, and I think that because of the loading that I have, I am going to stay with IPE and IPN sections. So I'm just going to remove these, and if I wanted to, I could also remove any particular sections name that I wanted, or sort it by the minimum and maximum values for them, right? So we could have here a specific mass or surface area or length or depth and a maximum of each one of them, and sort them out by that. I can also take a look at each one of these sections particular properties over here, so I am 100% sure that what I want to design, it's within my own parameters, right? I could also filter this with different criteria like our weight and the cost, surface area, etc. So once that I've decided which type of sections I want to work with, I'm going to click here on OK, and then I'm going to run a design. So then I can select once again all of my load cases, all of my load combinations, and click on OK. So as you can see very quickly, Estil has compared all of the sections that I selected with all of the load combinations, and now all of these members are not only passing the code check but also have a very good utilization ratio. So let's go back to the one that we saw earlier. This one over here, it's now working at 92% of its capacity, and if we click there in the code details, we can see that the section previously was an IPE 140, and the new section it's an IPE 270A. So these are the admissible sections. All of the sections in this list are passing the code checks, and if we click on admissible sections, all of these are not passing the code checks, right, from the ones that we studied. So if we look at this proposed section, click here on code details, we can go back into our code details and see that our load case 4, which was not passing the code check, the clause 6.3.1, is now passing with a 92% of capacity. So we have a very nice design for this member, and we could do that. We could take a look at each one of these new members if we wanted to. After we've done this, we can click here to go back into the analysis model with our new sections to reanalyze.